Welcome to Zero to Freedom, where my goal is to help 1,000 investors create financial freedom by closing more real estate deals. So whether you need help, negotiating, coming up with an MAO, getting a contract signed, finding buyers, or even financing, no matter what you need, I can help you. On this video, I'm going to show you how I helped Adrian close a deal that we profit over $15,000 on.
Pleasure to finally get on here and talk to you and
yeah,
work
for sure.
with the team, man.
Yeah, I don't want to take too much of your time, but just want to, trying to get some people that had a good experience with our JV company, with Property Ally, and just trying to show some, success stories of how it went and kind of your experience, so.
Okay.
Yeah. So just tell me a little bit about, obviously you guys are, a larger company, I would say, but this particular deal you got was not in Florida. So you needed help pretty much selling it, right?
Yes. We get one-off deals every so often. I would say one every maybe 3 or 4 months in other states. I don't know how, either word of mouth, somebody saw a commercial, maybe tells a relative in another state, or maybe that person was back and forth, like maybe somebody from New York and they were down here and they saw a commercial and they think sometimes that we buy in other states. And
right.
We basically, on those deals, we strictly look to JV with other basically wholesale shops and dispo shops like you have set up.
Yeah.
And this just happened to be one of them. We do no business in this was in New Orleans. That was my first and only deal in New Orleans. I was in contact with John and Chris, I believe, from your team.
Yep. Another beautiful thing about working with us is we do deals nationwide. So all 50 states, no matter what you need, we can help you. Obviously, when you're starting, sometimes you're only familiar with your own market and the pricing around you. So if you're not familiar with how to do deals in other states, we can help with that.
I actually just texted John not too long ago. We just got a property in Georgia. One of those ones that, from now on, anytime anything outside of Florida, your team is one of the first folks that we're reaching out to. Yeah,
appreciate that.
But yeah, as far as my feedback, it went rather great. Your team handled pretty much everything other than acquiring the contract.
Right.
After that, we sent him our A to B, the photos, the information that you all needed.
Yep.
Started it, marketing it to, I guess, your investor list and all your other buyers.
Yep.
And he found this one agent for us that she was also a buyer, but she was there. She took a buyer to the place, and that person was also very helpful. She was able to help with some extracurricular stuff that had to go down after the initial walkthrough. And yeah, man, smooth process. Got it done rather quick.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we like to hear for sure. We try to make it easy, like on our partners, you know what I mean? If you're bringing us in, we want to handle pretty much everything for you and just make it seamless, right? So, just over deliver, right? Over communicate. And, make it really easy for you. So you can just sit back and, you don't have to do a whole lot, once we take it on. Have you used any other, partners to sell deals in the past? And what was your kind of experience between us and other ones?
I haven't really worked with kind of bigger, I would say, dispo focused shop or department like you have here. I know you run all sorts of real estate operations through others folks in the sub 2 community. Some have operations such as yourself, kind of like a dispo, kind of like a mini Keegley setup, in other words. And haven't really been able to do any actual closings of deals with groups. I have been able to do through other sub 2 students that have helped out in other states, and through their contacts, they've been able to find me buyers in the past. But as far as like a Keegley type of operation, we're specifically looking for a buyer. You're one of the first and only, success stories that we've had. Then again, we're not the biggest barometer because we don't have a huge sample size. It's not like we're doing a lot of stuff where outside of Florida where we're kind of looking for these relationships.
Yeah. Something to keep in mind, though, if you ever wanted to expand your marketing, right? I mean, we could handle all that for you. So all you have to do is get the deal and you could pass it off. And, it's another avenue for you guys to make money if you ever wanted, where, you'd lock them up and pass them over and and we'll handle everything else for you. So that's always an option too if you guys are thinking about expanding. I'd make it easy on you so you don't have to find buyers and go through all the legwork.
Definitely something that we can keep in mind. Another thing that the team helped out with is the title company.
Yeah.
You know, your team found us a good title company that worked rather smooth as well. And yeah, you said the word over communicate. I'm very big on that.
Having a good title company is super important. You have to make sure you have an investor-friendly title company that's going to keep the deal together. A lot of people overlook this. Now, a good investor-friendly title company will make sure that they distribute the closing documents appropriately to each person. It's really important that they make sure that your seller is not seeing the buyer side of the documents so they don't see how much money you're making on your assignment. A lot of people go wrong here, and we can help make sure you get the right title company.
Yeah.
That prevents a lot of issues just in life in general. You over-communicate people, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was a pretty good deal. I think it was around like, what, 15,000? Something like that?
15.
Yeah.
We were aiming for 30. And couldn't do it. It was just, and we actually asked for a reduction, if I'm not mistaken. After we got it under contract, we went to try to get a bigger margin. I don't think we were successful. There were other investors and other folks in that seller's ear as well, there were people trying to talk them out of our deal at one point.
Unfortunately, you know, there's a lot of snakes in this business. You have to be very careful who you listen to and who you're partnering with, and watching behind your back. So having the right partner and keeping things together is very crucial, because a lot of people will try to screw you, unfortunately.
That's half the battle sometimes, for sure.
Yes.
So, and it's over communicating with that seller too, and keeping them on board and keeping them happy, right? So.
Yeah, luckily, I believe we only had to do one walkthrough, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of people that went. Everybody was referred through your team. And luckily, we were able to do it through that agent that had the buyer. Yeah.
Good, man.
But yeah, as far as convenience, seamless, it was very much that. All we had to do was really coordinate the walkthrough.
Yep.
And the final walkthrough. And that was about it.
Good. Well, yeah, I'm glad, man, you had a good experience. And, you know, I love hearing the success stories. You know, what would you say to someone that might be interested in trying out our Property Ally, to, you know, help them sell deals or even buy deals?
I would say to definitely, you know, work with you all. I've had nothing but great experiences so far. I've also sent a few other deals that haven't really been deals. And we've been able to kind of save our own time, because we're kind of like out in the blind sometimes as far as comps and whatnot, markets, especially rural properties, where John specifically has told me, hey, this is kind of rural. We won't, even if you do get this even a bit lower, there's not a lot of pool for buyers to be playing in here. So
yeah, when you're doing deals nationwide, obviously that's a challenge like I talked about, but even rural properties is even more difficult when you don't have enough comps to really see what you can sell a house for, right? So rural properties specifically are very difficult, right? And on average, you have to get those well below what you would expect as an MAO. On average, below 50% of the actual value in order to find a buyer, just because your buyer pool is so small.
Yeah, exactly.
You might as well have to get it for 25% of ARV or kind of pass on it type thing. So
yeah, for sure. We don't mind doing that type of stuff. That's part of the service too. Like, you know, just we're here to help. So even if we're not making money on the deal, we're here to, you know, guide you guys in the right direction. So it's good. I'm glad that you had a good experience, and, you know, hopefully we can, you know, do some more deals together.
Likewise, man. And what we're doing here is also, you know, you stand out. There's not many shops like this where the owner of the place calls you after you did a deal and you know, wants to get you on a call to ask for your feedback and see how it went. I'm sure, you know, to see how you all can get better. So that's something that is commendable also, and different from you all.
Appreciate it, man. Well, thank you. And yeah, hopefully we'll be talking soon.
Likewise, man. Maybe we might even run into each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know when I get back down there. We gotta meet up and grab a drink, get together. All right.
Let me know, man. Would love to do it. Let me know.
Okay.
We'll keep the deals coming.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Thanks for the call, Nick. Appreciate you. Have a good weekend as well.
You too. Bye.
Be easy. Bye-bye.
There you go. I hope you enjoyed it, and you get to see how I helped Adrian close the deal for over $15,000. If you would like help, you know, closing deals, you know, help negotiating, finding a buyer, or anything in between, I can help you with that. Just go to propertyally.com, put in your information, and you can schedule a call with my team and we can talk about it. Make sure you leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll be talking to you soon. Until next time.